Hi everyone, so this is tutorial sheet 4, question 1 on matrices. So I'm going to be fast because matrices are very simple. You just add them or subtract them the way you subtract other numbers, except that here you have rows and columns. So you add numbers in corresponding rows and columns. So this is the first question here, which I've written here, a minus 2c. So where there is a, I'll just put my a there. Then where there is c, I'll put my c there. And then after that, after doing that, let me just do this. Okay. So after replacing them where they're supposed to be, what you do is you start now working out the operations. So you first start by multiplying first you write this a here. First you start following body mass, you start first by opening the brackets. So how do I open the brackets? I'm going to multiply this color multiple to everything here inside the brackets. So I'll multiply this 2 to this matrix. So 2 times 0 there, I'll get a 0. Then 2 times 2, I'll get a 4. And then 2 times 1, I'll get a 2. 2 times 1 there, I'll still get a 2. 2 times 0, I'll get a 0. And then 2 times 3, this is 6. I'll multiply 2 times 7, 14. Then I'll multiply 2 times negative 3, I'm getting negative 6 there. Then 2 times 0, I'll get a 0. Then I'll write this here. Yes, so this is a, nothing has changed in a. I've just brought it down here. So now let us work out the operation. So this 1 minus 0, the answer will still be 1. Negative 4 minus 4, it will give you negative 8. 2 minus 2, you get your answer to be 0. Then negative 1 minus 2, sorry, this is negative 1 minus 2, you get your answer to be negative 3. Then 4 minus 0, you get 4. And then negative 2 minus 6, you get negative 8. 2 minus 14, you get negative 12. Then 3 minus negative 6, you get 8. 3 minus negative 6, the negatives will multiply and you get a plus. So 3 plus 6, oh sorry, you get 9, not 8. You get a 9 there. And then negative 3 minus 0, you still get negative 3. So this is going to be our answer for this question, for question 1. So question 1, the answer is this, as simple as this. So matrices are not difficult, they are not hard. This is how you answer questions, simple. We move on to the next question. So question 2 is A times B. So I'll copy the matrices there for A and for B. I'm multiplying A and B. Yeah, so the way you multiply matrices, you multiply row by column. So this is a 3 by 3 matrix. We're multiplying it with another 3 by 3 matrix. So we can start. So according to the rule of row by column, we will start with 1 times 1. Your answer will be, let me write an equal sign here. So 1 times 1, you get your answer to be 1. Then negative 4 times 2. Negative 4 times 2. So you get negative 8. Then 2 times 3, you get positive 6. You move on to the next, to the down part here. You move, so when you go on the second row, you also move to the second row here. So negative 2 times 1, oh sorry, negative 1 times 1, you get negative 1. And then 4 times 2, you get 8, positive 8. And then negative 2 times 3, you get negative 6. Then you, when you move to the last row here, you also move to the last row there. So 2 times 1, you get 2. And then 3 times 2, you get 6. So this is a positive 6. And then negative 3 times 3, you get 9. You get a negative 9, sorry. So we move on to the next column. You start again, this one. 1 times negative 3, you get negative 3. You get negative 3. And then negative 4 times 1, you get negative 4. And then 2 times 1, you get 2. So negative 1 times 3, you get positive 3. Then 4 times 1, you get positive 4. Then negative 2 times 1, you get negative 2. Move on to the last part here. 2 times 3, you get negative 6. Then 3 times 1, you get positive 3. 3 times 1, you get positive 3. Then negative 3 times 1, you get negative 3. We move on to this part, this side. So 1 times 2, you get a 2 there. Then negative 4 times 5, you get a negative 20. And then positive 2 times negative 2, you get negative 4. Like that. We move on to the next part. So negative 1 times 2, you get negative 2. And then 4 times 5, you get positive 20. And then negative 2 times negative 2, you get a positive 4. And then lastly there, you say 2 times 2, you get a 4. And then 3 times 5, you get a 15. And then negative 3 times 2 times negative 2, you get a positive 6. So now what is remaining is just to add up what is in the brackets. So negative 1 minus 8, we're going to have negative 7 plus 6. We're going to have negative 1 here as our answer. And then we add here negative 1 plus 8, that is positive 7 minus 6, you have a positive 1 there. And then you come down there, 2 plus 6 is 8 minus 9. So 8 minus 9, you get a negative 1. Move on to the next part. Negative 3, negative 4, you get negative 7 plus 2, you get negative 5. And then 3 plus 4 is 7 minus 2, you get a positive 5. And then negative 6 plus 3 minus 3, already this 3 minus 3 is 0, so we remain with negative 6 there. And then 2 minus 20, that's negative 18 minus 4, you get negative 22. And then negative 2 plus 20, that's positive 18, plus, what's this? negative 2 is this is supposed to be 4, not 40, sorry, it's supposed to be 4. So you get, so negative 2 plus 20, you get a positive 18, plus 4 you get positive 22, and then 4 plus 15 you get a 19, plus 6 you get a 25. So this is the final answer for question 2, for the second part of question 1. So this is the final answer. We can now move on to the next question. So let us take a look at this one. So if you multiply A times B according to matrices, so A times B, when you multiply A times B in the same way that you've done, or actually we were finding A times B. So in the same way that we found A times B, you can also use the same way to find B times A. And then apart from that, you can also, we also have question 4 here. So question 4 here is just a matter of multiplying. Let me just write it here. So it's like this, okay, there is a 2 there in front, 2b, and then minus 3c. So question 4 is just a combination of what I did in the first part here, in the first question, and in the second part. So you first deal with what is in the bracket, you multiply these 2 by everything that is in b. So 2 times everything that is in b, and then minus 3 times everything that is in c. So after multiplying everything by 3, which is in c, and you multiply everything by 2, which is in b, you subtract your answers. After subtracting your answers, you now come and multiply them by a, the way we multiplied a times b. Yes, so in short, after dealing with what is in this bracket, you are going to have your matrix like that. And then you come and multiply it with a. And then you find the final answer. Then we move on to AB plus B. So AB plus B, let me just do this. AB plus B. So AB, what we found as our AB is this. So our AB, so let me denote it with, this is question what? Question 5. So our question 5, we're just adding AB with B. So our AB is so the question is AB plus B. So AB plus B, my AB is what I just found here. So this is AB. Then my AB is this, negative 1, 1, negative 1, negative 6, and then we have 5, we have negative 5, then you have negative 22, then we have 22, we have 25 now as our last number there, like that. And then we add it with B. Let's check what our B is. So we're multiplying A times B. So this was our B. 1, 2, 3. Let me just write it here. 1, 2, 3. And then we have negative 3. We have 1. We have another one. Then we have 2, 5, negative 2. Like that. So adding this is straightforward. The way we were subtracting in the first question, that's the way you add. So we open our first bracket there. So negative 1 plus 1 you get a 0. Negative 5 plus negative 3, negative 5 plus negative 3. So negative 5 plus negative 3. So when you multiply positive times negative, you get a negative. So it's just the same as negative 5 minus 3. So negative 5 minus 3, you get negative 8. So negative 22 plus 2, you get your negative 20 there. And then you have 1 plus 2. So 1 plus 2, you get your 3. Then 5 plus 1. 5 plus 1, you get your 6. Then 22 plus 5, you get your 27 there. And then negative 1 plus 3, you get your 2. And then negative 6 plus 1, you get your negative 5 there. And then 25 plus negative 2, you get your 23. So this is your answer for the fifth part of question 1, story sheet 4. We move on to the last part there. So B transpose plus B. First, you need to understand what a transpose of a matrix is. So let me just copy B. So on question 6, I guess. Question 6 is saying B transpose plus B. So B transpose plus B. So you need to understand what a transpose of a matrix is. So when you have 2, 3, then 1, 8. If this is my matrix, so the transpose of this matrix, so the transpose of this matrix is going to be, when you have a T there, it simply means a transpose. So the transpose of this matrix is going to be, these two will not change to remain there. So these 2 will not change to remain there. This 1 will go there, this 3 will come here, and then this 8 will be there. That is the transpose of this matrix. So for B transpose here, let us first write our B. So our B is equal to, sorry for that. So our B is, let me just check what B is. Okay, B is here. So our B is, we have 1, negative 3, 2, and you have 2, 1, 5. And then we have 3, 1, negative 2. So if this is our B, B transpose will be nothing but everything that is in this row, you put them in the column, the first column, the first row, first column, second row, second column, and then third row, third column, like that. So the first row here, you will write it there 1. This 1 does not change, you leave it the way it is. And then followed by negative 3, and then 2 there. Second row, you put it in the second column, 2, 1, 5. Then the third row, third column, 3, 1, negative 2. Then you add the 2 according to the question. So B transpose, we write it here. So our B transpose is 1, negative 3, then 2 there, and then we have 2, 1, 5, then we have 3, 1, negative 2. So this is our B transpose. and then we add it with the original b, which is just the normal b, and then this is negative 3, 2, 1, 5, 1, negative 2. So we can start adding them. So adding the 2 is going to give you 1 plus 1, you get 2. 2 plus negative 3, you get your negative 1. 3 plus 2, you get a 5. Then negative 3 plus 2, you get negative 1. Then you have 1 plus 1, you get a 2. Then you have 1 plus 5, which is a 6. Then this is 2 plus 3, you get a 5. Then 5 plus 1, you get a 6. Negative 2 plus negative 2, you get your negative 4 there. So this is going to be your answer for the last question. So thank you very much for watching the video. I guess all the questions are now done. Thank you very much for watching the video. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss out on the next questions that we're going to have in the next tutorial videos. If you have any questions, any contributions, or any corrections, you can send to this line here on WhatsApp and I'll be there to answer you. So thank you very much. See you in the next tutorial video.